This is Up for Debate, episode number 154, recorded in 2019. This or That 6, Matt's Asks. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this July-ending episode of Up for Debate. I am Sean. He is Matt. We are back. More This or That. Hello, Matt.
Hello, Sean. How are we doing?
I'm jazzed. I'm having a great time. We've had a great month of July. Can you believe it? It's almost over. You just got back from Italy?
I know. Yes. Pizza.
Ah,
Pizza
yes.
was fantastic.
Yes. Did
Loved
you meet
it.
Did you meet the Prime Minister? Lasagna ravioli?
Actually, he was just recently deposed in a bloodless coup.
I think you mean sauceless coup.
The new mayor is Mario Chef Boyardee.
Mario Chef Boyardee.
So,
Oh boy.
very great. Excellent time.
Well, I'm glad you
Everybody
had a
loves
nice trip.
soccer, and they call it football. So,
And baguettes.
yes,
and
and
other-
cheeses, very, very nice cheeses, and little tiny cups of coffee.
Oh man, they're special people over there. Well, we're glad that you returned, Matt, to ask some this or that questions. It's our annual tradition. Last week I asked my questions, Matt. Now you're in the hot seat.
Yes, it's my turn now. Well, I think now you're in the hot seat because I'm asking the questions.
Both
You're
of our
answering
seats
the
are
questions.
pretty hot.
Yeah, it's July after all, so
This weather.
hot seats. All right,
Jeez.
this or that.
What do you got?
Sean, Jenny, let's
I'm
jump
ready.
right in. And you folks can play at home too.
Yes, just text your answer. Text debate to 22522, and then we'll pull up your responses as the show goes on.
1 for this, 2 for that.
There you go. Easy done.
All right. So, my first this or that. Would you prefer to listen to or watch a sporting event on TV or radio?
What? That was phrased. So would I rather listen to it on the radio or watch it on TV?
Indeed.
Who in their right mind would say radio?
I would.
Stop that.
I
Stop
would.
that.
It depends on the moment. Like sometimes if I'm doing work or chores or anything like that, I prefer the radio to the
But that's
watching.
because you can't see the TV because you're doing other things.
Yeah, but
If you,
sometimes
Matt, if you
it's-
had the TV on and just didn't look at it,
I don't
that's
know.
basically the radio.
sometimes I like it better. Sometimes I feel like I can pay attention to it better if I'm listening to it.
I mean, I will say I don't mind
Or I
the
fall
radio.
asleep if I'm about to take a nap. What if you're really tired? You had a long day at work and you want to take a nap, and you just put it on the radio.
But why sports?
What do you mean? Why sports? You're watching a sporting event. Your favorite team is on.
Do you know what I do?
The Springfield Thunderbirds are playing.
Your Springfield Thunderbirds, Matt. They're America's team. Do you know what I do, Matt? Honestly, and this is 100% true. This is a thing I do. If I can't sleep or something, I will put on a sporting event. I will mute it, and then I will put on a podcast and listen to the podcast while watching the sporting game.
That's really confusing.
Because
Seems kind of unnecessary.
I don't care what's happening in the sporting game.
So if you're having trouble sleeping, you'll put a sports game on.
Yeah, Mariners, Rays. Who cares?
and
Nobody cares.
you'll mute it,
Yep.
and then you'll listen to a podcast.
Yes.
Then why like the sports game seems very much like a middleman at that point. Like if you're trying to fall asleep, why would you watch?
Well, because I can't fall asleep. So rather than just lay there with my eyes closed, it's more distracting.
Gotcha.
It doesn't make sense. I agree. But what I'm
Okay.
saying is,
To each their own.
it's very hard to get me to listen to a sporting event on the radio because it's hard to get me to watch a sporting event at all. So I get it, and I do like radio calls, and I do get the difference between a good radio call. Like in the fall, sometimes I mow my lawn on Sundays, and if the Patriots are on, I'll listen to the radio call while I'm mowing my lawn.
I think it just some part of it just forces you to pay attention more, like, or to not to the game, but to specific moments of the game.
But that's such a baseball thing, though.
It is.
Baseball on the radio is
I'm
good.
a baseball
Like,
centric
football-
guy.
Basketball on the radio, forget about it. That's terrible. And even football on the radio is not fun at all.
Yeah, this is pretty much.
There's sports you need to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's hard, and it's very hard to listen to hockey on the radio too.
Yeah, why would you at that point?
Yeah.
Honestly. But for baseball, I get it. I get it. I think baseball is boring no matter how you watch it or listen to it. So maybe the radio makes it more exciting. I'm not sure.
Sometimes.
Now, have you ever done the thing, Matt? Because I know people do this. Have you ever done the thing where you go to a baseball game, but you also listen to the radio broadcast while you're at the game?
I have not. I've never done that, but I do know people who do that. I see it all the time at the games you go to. I did try to do it once. But there was a delay and it was frustrating.
Yeah.
And because of the delay, I was like, forget this. Like, I do like sometimes it's a neat experience when you are either online for the concessions during a baseball game or you're in the bathroom.
Sure.
And they have the game running and they have the audio from the game. It's kind of surreal and cool to be like, oh yeah, that's the game I'm at right now. And they're like calling it in real time.
Yep.
I always like that. So all right, let me move on to the next this or that. Pastry chef or regular chef.
It's so I truly think you have these written down, but that sounded like you just made that up. Because you're a pastry chef or
I was trying to make it as dramatic as I possibly
regular
could.
chef. Oh.
So would you rather be a pastry chef or a regular chef?
Or a not pastry chef, basically.
Yeah, well, like a
like
I'm
a sous
picturing
chef?
like a kitchen chef.
Yeah, like a sous
I don't
chef.
know. Sous chef, isn't that like an assistant chef?
Yeah, but I think that's a more fair comparison. I think in like the hierarchy of a kitchen, I think it's a little more because both report to the executive chef, right?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Okay. No, that's fair. Yeah, it's so you're all right. I'll rephrase that. The pastry chef or the sous chef?
Sous chef, it's more exciting.
Why?
That's where the action is. Because think about the pastry chef is you do a lot of it ahead of time. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a more set menu. It's a more limited menu. You're not kind of, it's not like it's a big menu and someone says something and you bake it from scratch right there. I mean, there's a certain amount of preparation you do ahead of time. A sous chef, I mean, you're on the line. You've got people screaming at you. Orders are coming in. You're cooking on the fly, this, that, and the other thing. I think it's just a little more exciting.
Okay.
There's also, I would think, a bigger margin of error in being a sous chef. Like, if you screw up as a sous chef, like if the meat's not cooked properly or something, you might be able to get away with it. But I feel like because pastry is such a visual presentation and because it's separate from other ingredients, I think if you screw up a pastry or something, people are more likely to notice.
Sean, I'm going to take the opposite view here.
Whoa.
I'm going to go with the pastry chef. I think the pastry chef is kind of like a rock star where he's got a craft and he's like, boom, like she is that pastry chef. She is golden. Like, the pastry chef will make like fantastic, amazing presentations and she knows she's good at her job. I keep switching the gender of the pastry chef just because it's something anybody can do. It's a noble, awesome thing. And the sense of accomplishment you get as a pastry chef, I think is unparalleled in the rest of the kitchen.
I don't know if that's true though.
Like,
as two people who are not
kind of
chefs.
on your own. You're like you are the pastry chef. It's kind of like a special position in a sport. It's like you're the goalie. Like there's only one goalie on the field.
But the pastry isn't the most important part of the meal.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes, you got a dessert lover, a sweets lover out there.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like you might go to a bakery.
But you could ruin a whole dinner if you screw up the pastry.
Yeah, but a sous chef, you can ruin the whole dinner if you screw up the main dish.
The pastry is probably going to be the last thing that they taste. So what if they have a terrible main dish, but they're blown away by the dessert? That pastry chef just saved the night.
Yeah, but if they have a bad
It's even a
pastry,
big
they're
tip.
leaving with a bad taste in their mouth because it's they had a great meal and a
Right.
bad pastry.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of pressure. It's pressure.
Well, it's all
It's a high
pressure.
pressure situation.
But like
You
I
gotta
said,
be good at it.
but a pastry chef is cooking this stuff ahead. You're going to know whether or not your shit's good hours before dinner starts. There's not a lot of, danger. Either it's done or it's not.
Do you think they whip it up hours ahead of time?
Well, depending on what it is, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the stuff takes time to cook. You can't just fire it up. It's not a steak.
Yeah, but you still got to be on it.
Now, Matt, if you were asking me which would I like as a career, personally?
Yeah, that is kind of what I'm trying to ask you.
Yeah, because to me that's a different question, right? Because I can tell you which position I think is cooler or is better, but which would I do? Gosh, that actually is a really good question. I don't know the answer immediately. If someone was like, Sean, we're going to offer you to train you to be one of these two things, which would it be? I'd probably say a sous chef, because I do think it would be more exciting and interesting and have more, yeah.
All right.
That would be my answer.
Okay. On to the next one. MI6 or MI5?
Okay. Remind me again of the difference.
Okay. James Bond is an agent, a 00 agent involved with MI6, which is the international. They're the international branch of the British military investigation services.
Okay.
MI5 deals with mainly domestic issues.
Okay.
They're the domestic branch.
Gotcha. What was the name of the organization in Spectre that took over for MI6 after MI6 blew up?
Oh.
Because it had a different name, didn't it?
Are you thinking of Interpol?
No, it's not Interpol. They had some other made-up fake-sounding name to it.
They took over MI6?
Joint Intelligence Service.
Yes.
I'm choosing Joint Intelligence Service.
Okay.
That's my choice.
See, I think that they should have just
and the Nine Eyes Committee.
It should have been the Joint Intelligence Services Team, and then it could have been GIST.
The GIST.
You get the gist. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, they missed that opportunity.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that's my choice.
So all right. I'd take MI6 because I would much rather do international stuff. It just seems a lot cooler and a lot more fun.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty boring to just do like UK
Just
stuff.
the UK. Yeah.
I don't know how much crime goes down
But
there.
you probably, MI6, you're probably away from family for a lot longer. So I guess it's
It comes with a job.
It does. It comes with it's on Her Majesty's Secret Service. So, all right. Going in, let me see. Which one do I want to do here? Okay. We'll do this one. This could be a good one. The CIA or the CIA? The Culinary Institute of America or the Central Intelligence Agency?
Once again, I genuinely trust that you have a list of these, but
So
they also continue to sound like you're making them up.
I kind of combined the two there. The two previous questions. We talked about
The CIA
being
or
a
the
baking chef, a pastry
CIA?
chef, and Secret Services.
What's the question?
Which would you rather join?
Which would I rather join?
Say you had either a full scholarship to the Culinary Institute of America, full ride for 4 years, room and board, everything paid for.
Yeah.
Or you were secretly accepted into a top secret level of the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. All that would be required is that you would have to attend training, but they want you for the job.
I think the CIA.
High level position.
I'm going to choose the CIA.
Which one?
Exactly. I'm going to choose the Central Intelligence Agency. I think they pay better. I think you're going to have a more stable career. You know, being a chef is not a particularly stable career unless you kind of become one of those famous, notable book cover type guys. Not everybody can be the Bobby Flay of the world. So
yeah, and if you got me into the audio book, Kitchen Confidential.
Yeah.
And you, if you ever read Kitchen Confidential, yeah, so I know you've read it. It does not really make the life of the chef seem particularly glamorous at all.
No, very unpleasant.
In any way.
Frankly.
Yeah, quite the opposite. So.
And yeah, so I think the CIA would pay well. Maybe I can get like a desk job or something, like a top secret desk job, and file paperwork and help our country.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go with that, CIA.
Yeah, I would probably go with the Culinary Institute.
Okay. And what would you specialize in? What would be your specialty?
I've thought about this.
I'm not surprised.
I really have. I've thought about this long and hard. I think I would probably specialize. Now, I've always had a dream, Sean, of creating a restaurant that fuses Italian cooking with Southeast Indian cooking. I've always had this dream. And because I really do feel like the styles would complement each other tremendously. Uh-huh. Like imagine like a beef vindaloo, penny vodka.
I can't imagine that.
Like imagine like imagine like a sag paneer panini. Like I just think there are just so many opportunities for these two culinary styles to intermarry. And I would love to use my degree at the Culinary Institute to finally make it happen.
Yeah, that is a bold choice, Matt. I think that's great.
But if I had to specialize, I don't know what I would
what
probably
you major in.
Yeah, what do you major in the culinary? I know there's like a business school where you could like major in like restaurant businesses, like restaurant.
All right, common cooking school majors.
Like, would I be a saucier? I'm majoring in it being a saucier? Because it sounds cool.
Yeah, it's like culinary arts, baking and pastry arts, and professional cooking. You sound like you could do professional cooking.
That's what I was leaning towards. Yeah,
that's more vocational. It's like for like hospitality industry and kind of like you wouldn't open a restaurant per se.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would probably do that one. So, all right, Sean. Next one. Pictographic languages or phonetic languages?
Pictographic. Hieroglyphs are cool.
Hieroglyphs are cool. All right. So you're going pictograph. That's interesting. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because hieroglyphs are cool?
Because hieroglyphs are cool. That's it. No other reason.
But what if you have a language like Chinese where there's like 6,000 characters?
That sounds like a them problem. I didn't say I want to speak it. You asked me. That's the one that's cooler.
Okay. All right. I buy it. Okay. All right. Let's do one more, I think. All right. Let's do this one. Microwave or toaster oven?
For what?
Which one would you rather cook things in?
Just everything?
In general.
This is a,
you can
this
only
is,
have.
I was going to say, this is a
good question. You can only use one for the rest of your life.
Yes. You have no other kitchen appliances.
And no other kitchen appliances, right.
A toaster oven or a microwave. That is, Matt, that's a pretty good question. Actually. That may be the best one you've asked all night. That is really interesting because with the microwave, you obviously get speed, but you can't cook anything in a microwave. There's some things you just can't cook in a microwave, no matter how hard you try.
Really, anything can be cooked in a microwave if you can make it up, put the time up long enough.
Well, no, but it's like if you don't care about what it tastes like at the end, yes, anything can be cooked.
That's true too.
Because cooking, if you're defining cooking as like made to a safe temperature, then yes, you can do that in a microwave. Making something, I want to bake cookies. You aren't going to do that in a microwave, unfortunately. A toaster oven, I think you almost could bake anything. You could cook anything in an oven, in a toaster oven.
I also didn't specify how large the toaster oven was.
How large is the toaster oven?
As large as you want it to be.
Okay, well, there you go. The size of a real oven. That's called cheating.
It's got to be a standard toaster oven. No more than, I would say, like the size of a bread box. A little larger, maybe.
I think I'm going to choose microwave.
Okay.
Because I think the flexibility you get out of a microwave, like defrosting, for example, and stuff like that, like you can't really do that in a toaster oven. I think the speed you get from the microwave and the power makes up for the lack of being able to just not do certain items. Baking, primarily.
I hear you. I surprised myself on this. I think I would choose the toaster oven.
Okay.
I really thought I was going to go microwave.
No, it's a fair choice.
Because the toaster oven, I think, would replicate the missing appliances better.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a real oven or a stovetop. So, toaster oven.
I will say there was a span where my microwave was broken. And I had to like reheat leftovers and stuff in a toaster oven, and it sucked. It was awful. It didn't heat right. It took forever. It was
uneven.
Oh, it was a disaster. And then the problem is you can put these days almost any piece of your kitchen, like plates or bowls or cups or whatever, into a microwave. You can't put anything into an oven because it's 400 degrees or whatever.
Right, it'll just shatter.
And so it was like, I'm like, what? My plastic Tupperware I can throw in the microwave for 30 seconds.
That's going to melt.
Oven. So it was like such a pain in the ass to like move all the stuff into something I can bake it in, and that sucked. Yeah.
My next one is. Okay. Sailboat or speedboat?
It's also a good question. What's the question?
Which would you rather own?
Okay, because that's different than which would I rather use.
Yeah.
Which would I rather own?
Yeah, you could own either one.
I would rather own.
But the sailboat, I'll sweeten the pot. The sailboat comes with a team of people that are willing to teach you and work with you to operate the sailboat.
Oh. Even if you didn't add that, even if it was just a sailboat and I got to figure it out, I think I'd still choose the sailboat.
Really? Okay.
Because I think you get more uses out of a sailboat than a speedboat. I think it's a little more universal. Now, if you ask me which one would I want for a weekend or borrow from a friend, yeah, definitely the speedboat. For sure the speedboat. But I feel like I'd get bored with the speedboat pretty quickly because there's not much to it. It's just go fast or don't go fast.
Yeah.
And I think with the sailboat, you got a little bit more of adventure, a little bit more action and excitement with it. You can take it more places. It's easier to store. There's no motor or anything to worry about maintaining. I think that would be an easier one to own.
Yeah, I'm actually, for the first time tonight, I think I'm with you. I think I'd rather do the sailboat. I think it'd be a lot more fun. It'd be a lot more of an experience. The speedboat, I think, would get tiresome at a certain point.
Yeah, well, it's just not. I don't know. It just goes fast. It's
expensive too. It's expensive. Yeah. That gas is expensive. Wind is free.
Well, the maintenance, you got to store it all winter and stuff. A sailboat's going to be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
With those kind of things.
Can you just buy sailboat? This might be a dumb question. Can you just buy them?
What you think you have to go get a license? Yeah, no,
man. I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
A lot of people buy yachts and then they buy speedboats, but can you just go out and purchase a sailboat and just be dock it wherever you want?
Well, you can't dock it wherever you want.
At marinas and stuff.
Yeah.
But.
Well, here you go, Matt. New and used sailboats for sale. So let's see. Where
For
do you
sale.
want to buy a boat? What state?
Um,
Let's say
let's
Virginia.
try Iowa.
I'm gonna say Virginia. Help you out here. Yeah, look, there are all kinds of boat. What's your budget?
All right. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's go like the $5,000 range.
Oh, well, all right. I'm gonna regret sorting them by price low to high.
Can you buy a sailboat for 5,000, or is that like laughable?
Okay,
I don't
well,
know. I have no idea what the prices of the sailboats
So here
are.
is a 1993 sloop. It's a Hunter made of fiberglass, 24-footer, $6,395.
Oh, not too far off. Okay.
It's a family. It's a family cruiser for entry level sailors.
That seems about right. Maybe I'll start with a kayak though.
Well, I kind of can't do it now, Matt. If you're willing to up your budget a little bit,
Yeah.
right? How about this? It is a gorgeous 2018 Janao 51. It's a 51-foot single inboard cruiser, $500,000.
Wow.
But it's a turnkey ready yacht.
I don't have to ever own a home.
It's well equipped.
Could live on the boat.
It's got Wi-Fi.
Oh, what do you need? Like that's
It's got
it.
leather upholstery.
Bring a toaster oven on with you, and
a
you're set.
VIP cabin.
Mm-hmm.
A state-of-the-art onboard computer.
Could literally just live on the boat.
You can motor at 9 yachts.
Nine yachts.
Knots. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 9 knots. Okay.
Yeah.
Knots. Nautical.
Yeah, 110 horsepower. I mean, this is a friggin'
That's a
gorgeous
steal.
boat.
That's a steal.
It's the Pamlico Breeze. That's the name. And that seems like a dumb. Like, if you were a rich guy, would you buy a boat?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I feel like I'd never use it.
It doesn't matter if you're rich, you just buy one. You
I
could
guess
always
that is a
sell
very good rich guy attitude.
it. Just buy it.
Just buy it.
Devil may care. I had one more
Okay.
for you here tonight to close us out. Take us
home.
home. Palm trees or pine trees? Which would you rather permanently have in your backyard?
Well, that's an interesting question if I take it at face value, because I would say palm trees, but the issue is if I put a palm tree in my backyard, I think it would die. So I guess I have to choose palm or pine. I have to choose pine.
I guess that's
Now,
by
if we take
default.
it in a little more fun, abstract way, which would I rather have in my yard, assuming they wouldn't die?
Yeah, just yeah.
No, you gotta choose palm tree. I mean, you can't have these pine cones everywhere, man. It's a damn nightmare.
Why are the pine cones a nightmare?
Because they fall all over the place, then you hit them with the lawnmower, and they shoot out, and they break your minivan window, and it's not fun for anybody.
Yeah. See, these are homeowner problems right here.
They are. Well, you said put in my yard, and now a palm tree is boring. I do like pine trees.
Sean, as soon as I own a home, we need to have a homeowner podcast episode about
Matt, we can do that now. You don't even have to own a home, because I'll be the homeowner and you be the lucky person who doesn't own a home and can ask me all kinds of questions about being a homeowner.
Yeah, we'll have to do one of those.
It's a lot
in the
of
near future.
It's a lot of that would be a fun present series where it's like this week floors,
Yeah,
next week walls,
and then we'll really get a lot of viewers.
and by the time it's done, you can listen to it all and then build yourself a whole house.
Well, we're now a DIY podcast. Sweet.
Well, we've always done it ourselves, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about that.
That's it.
All right, good questions, Matt.
So good. Yeah, good
Another
stuff
successful
tonight.
this or that. I think we learned a little bit about each other.
Yeah, these are always fun. We don't do them
Anything.
nearly enough. But
No, our yearly tradition. We'll
Always
be
a
back
good
next
time.
year with more this or that. And
Yeah.
we'll be back next time with more great episodes of Up for Debate. What a fun July this has been.
yeah,
Time has
Yeah,
really
it's been a
flown.
great July.
I feel like it's like we've done all these in one night. My goodness.
I know.
The flow is
It's
natural.
crazy. Yeah. crazy. It's so got through them so fast.
Well, what an awesome August ahead we have. So much good stuff coming down the pipe, but we got to wrap this up here. UpForDebate.tv is, of course, our website. You can go there and get all the information about the show. I won't bore you with the details. You know them already, but you can start there and get the show wherever you get podcasts. On behalf of Matt, I'm Sean. Thanks, folks, for joining us. We'll see you next time for another edition of Up for Debate.